Discussed previously. So here we are going to discuss about a processor, its application, its the instruction set, how and applications oriented to these ARM processor. So we'll start with module 1, which is your ARM 32-bit microcontroller. So you might have observed a microcontroller, right? To be specific application microcontroller we have observed in your daily life. Okay, few of the examples of microcontroller can be your remote, can be your television set, can be your refrigerator, washing machine, right, laptop, desktops, your mobile phones, your gadgets, right. So these are all we call it as a microcontroller. Okay, and to be clear, it is not general purpose microcontroller, it is application specific microcontroller. Okay, because they are having certain particular application should be run onto that microcontroller. That is why I named that it as a application specific microcontroller. Okay, so in all these gadgets, means electronic devices, you can observe few things common, like display thing, like input keypad thing, right? But applications are different. Your keypad input, those are all different, right? Your display thing is also different, right? It can be LED display, it can be LCD display, it can be a normal screen, right? Your input can be your mouse, your input can be your keypad, your input can be your command, your input can be a switch, right? So comparing to all these gadgets, your common inputs, right, means not common in inputs, but you have inputs and you have specific outputs relating to particular application. So regarding that, we are going to learn first module, which is your ARM 32-bit microcontroller. Now 32-bit, why it is specific? Because whatever commands you are going to give, it is of a 32-bit length. Okay, if you ask me, sir, why it is length is 32? Because they have designed for a 32-bit processor. That is why the length is also of 32-bit length. That is the meaning. This we will start with module 1, 32-bit microcontroller. So what is ARM? Okay, so generally ARM is a 32-bit reduced instruction set computer. So you can observe that we have a microcontroller for which we have written a instruction set which is present. So what are the different types of instruction set available? So we have arithmetic operator, we have logical operator, right? We have shift operators, right? We have special instruction set values, right? We have multiple commands, right? And these commands are huge in number. Okay, and to remember these instruction set, it is just like a Bible. So it is very difficult for us to remember all the instruction set. So what they did is that they reduce the instruction set which is mandatory required, which is basic required, right? So for all the devices, if you see, switch on, switch off is mandatory. Okay, switch on and switch off are mandatory. Just a second, your people are waiting in the lobby. I will just on them. Okay. So there are many instruction set which is mandatory required. So mandatory whichever is required, they have given that. Okay. So here also we are doing the same thing. For all the devices, switch on and switch off is mandatorily required. So that will be in the reduced instruction set command. So we will tell close all, right? We will write exit, right? So that is the command which we are going to use. In proper sense, in the devices you will have power buttons. Okay, that is the meaning here. So here 32-bit reduced instruction set indicating risk. Okay, that risk is nothing but here you are having minimal number of instruction performing maximum number of applications. That is the meaning here. That is why this ARM we call it as a reduced instruction set computer. Okay, and this we call it as a instruction set architecture, right, which we denote it as ISA, right, and it was developed by ARM Holdings. Okay, ARM Holdings, that is the meaning here. Architecture, reduced machines or processor, we call it as a ARM, right, and this ARM was been developed by looking, because all application doesn't require all of the things. Okay, because projector, if you observe, it requires a display, it requires a power. Other than these two, it doesn't require any of the things. So for projector, if you take, if I switch on, so it will be on, I can make use of that device. For this one, I don't require memory. So for projector kind of application, there is no requirement of a memory. Right. For television, earlier they don't require any memory operation. Now when you watch online, right, when you want to save the file, so you require memory. That memory also is limited. Right. So it has been changed. Okay. So these are the extra things which has been enabled. Right. And those things is possible in this ARM architecture. Right. So that is why we call it as it was named as Advanced RISC Machine, or we call it as a ARM. Right. We call in a short form it as ARM. So what is the full form of ARM? It is the Advanced RISC Machines. Okay. So RISC, what is the full form? Reduced Instruction Set Computer. Right. So these are the few things which you should be aware of. And before that, it was called as Acorn RISC Machine. Okay, Acorn RISC Machine, we were calling that one. Now it has been calling it as ARM. Now ARM 7 we call, ARM 9 we call, ARM 11 we call. So what is this different types of ARM we are going to learn. So what is ARM Cortex M3 processor? So you can see in the laptop version you will be having i3 processor, i5 processor, i7 processor, right? In mobile phone also you will be having version iOS 14, iOS 13, right? In Android version also you will be having different version, right? Obviously with different version, what is the advantage is that I think few people are not muted. What is the version type it is giving? What is the advantage of this version types are that it is making ease for the user. Okay, and is using less number of instruction to perform more number of operations. So that is the advantage here. So first we'll start with the initial processor which we were using. Okay, so it was started in the year 2006. Okay, this ARM processor, Advanced RISC Machine, it was started in the 2006. That background also is there, but before that we will be learning what is this ARM Cortex M3 processor. So ARM Cortex M3 processor, the first of the Cortex generation of processor released by ARM in the year 2006, was primarily designed to target the 32-bit microcontroller market. The Cortex M3 processor provides excellent performance at low gate count and comes with many features previously available only in high-end processor. So earlier we were having microcontroller. So high-end microcontroller processor or microprocessor was been replaced by this Cortex M3 processor, which was giving the same features as that of high-end processor. Right. So what is the change you are going to observe in this ARM Cortex M3 processor? So that we are going to observe now. So we will go with the background of ARM. So ARM was formed in 1990s as Advanced RISC Machines Limited, a joint venture of Apple Computer, Acorn Computer Group and VLSI Technology. So you can observe that this Acorn RISC machine, so they started this, they thought that it was not sufficient. The processor was not sufficient and it was not efficient. So and they only were producing this RISC type of operations, right, machines. So what they thought is that it was not sufficient because it was for a worldwide, for the globe, the only processor were produced by that company. So what they did was that they mingled with VLSI technology, they mingled with this Apple computer and they introduced this ARM. Again, few people are joining. See, again you leave it, again you come back. It is almost creating some problem. Try to avoid it. Okay. So it is a merger of this Apple, Acorn and VLSI technology for the ARM. So in 1991, ARM introduced ARM6 processor family. So ARM6, if they are introducing means, earlier they were having 5 types, ARM1 to ARM5. So they were working rigorously over the years to find out the best product. And they came out in the year 1991, ARM6. So VLSI became the initial licensing product. So VLSI company, right, the very large scale integrated IC, they took the licensing part. So ARM processor, if I go and buy, yeah, hardware you can buy, but software part you need to get the licensed version. There won't be any pirated part there. You need to purchase that one because you need to work means you need to have that licensing one. Subsequently, additional companies like the Texas Instrument, NEC, Sharp, ST Microelectronics licensed the ARM processor. So when they found out the efficient output of these processor, so many companies showed interest in this ARM thing. Why? Because you are getting more options. Okay. Earlier, to connect an internet, to make internet connection available in a mobile phone, it was very difficult. Now processor, it is a only one step kind of a thing where your internet will be connected, where you can use your browsing part, where you can use your email part, right? And because of this processor only, everyone are comfortable, right? So that is why they are going to check which type of processor which is available in that hardware they are going to observe. And many people started investing in this company and it was a huge hit. Why? Because it was very easy, right? The customer will see only these things. You give multiple options, okay, you provide security for that one, but if it is of no ease of use, then it will be the number of users will be very minimal. Okay, the best example is for your take branding of the mobile phone, right? So iPhone, it provides highest security. iPhone provides maximum what you call every facility it is there, but ease of use of using iPhone is very minimal. That is why that product everyone will not buy it. Okay, obviously the cost is also very huge. That is also one of the reason, but major reason being the ease of use. But still the ease of use they are making it to the, because they want to sell to the Indian market. So obviously the ease of use now they are compromising, right? That is why you can see more number of iPhones now. This is just an example of how it evolved or how it was started. Right. ARM does not manufacture processor or sell the chips directly. So in the market, if you go and ask ARM, they will not give to you. Okay. So you need to ask, I want Intel processor, then they will give. So at Intel processor will be having a ARM processor in it. Okay, which will be not aware. Instead, ARM licensing the processor designed to business partner, including a majority of the world's leading semiconductor companies. So ARM processor, everything will be there. They will not sell on their own. They will give to the Intel people. Intel will sell. Intel, you observe, it is not any company where you are giving any application product. It will sell only the processor. and that processor other companies will buy, and they will build the project, they will create the laptops, they will create the refrigerators, they will create all electronic gadgets and they will sell. Okay, so ARM you will get in a minimal, but application it will be huge. The processor cost will be around 2,500 to 3,000 rupees, right? But if you buy mobile phone, it will be around 10,000 to 12,000 from the starting range which I am telling. Laptop also the processor cost will be around 2,500 to 3,000, but laptop cost will be, it will start from 14,000, right? So it is depending on what extra peripherals it has been added to the device. So processor you will take for 2,500, for which display you will add, for that one you are paying around 1,000, right? Then you are adding memory to that one, for that you are adding, right? For that one you are giving some extra features, you are making it compact. So for all those things the cost will be around 14 to 15,000 starting range, but processor cost will be what, minimum 2,500. If you buy iPhone of 60,000, if you buy normal phone of 14,000, the processor remains same, right? But operation, the program code, the source code, it will be different. Security issues, those are all will be a different thing. This business model is commonly called as intellectual property, which is IP licensing. In addition to processor design, ARM also licenses system level IPs and various software IPs. Intellectual property, which we call, and that intellectual property rights. Okay, so nobody can prepare the processor. Okay, only that company only can prepare the processor.